So let's now look at one of the biggest changes we're going to experience in our lifetime, and this is the advent of self-driving cars. According to Oxford University's Humanity Institute, they estimate that by 2027 we're going to have our roads filled with self-driving lorries. So not just self-driving cars, but self-driving lorries. And let's think about how the self-driving car does actually work and how it operates in the real world. I'm going to pull on Google's self-driving car project. There's lots of other projects out there, but here is Google's self-driving car project, and this is how it first sees the world. What happens is there's a real driver driving the car, and it can see various objects around it. And if we look at these various objects, right now it doesn't know what these objects are, but over time it can start to figure out, this is how that object is moving, this is the speed it's going at, this is where it is relative to me. And then over more time, the more times it spends on the road with the real driver, it starts to learn about various objects and differentiate objects. As you can see on the screen, you can probably notice to the left of the car, it looks like someone's dragging someone across the road. Or to the front right of the car, it looks like there's another car over there. And slowly, it starts to learn about the world around it and learns how to adapt to that world. Just like you learned how to drive a car. The first time you were on the road, it felt like there were so many things to do. And now you're at that stage where you are unconsciously competent. You're not even thinking about it anymore. Sometimes you drive down the road and you think, how did I get from there to here without hitting anyone? Or did I stop at that traffic light? You become so good at driving that it's totally natural and you're unconsciously doing lots of those things. And so a similar thing happens with machines. Over time, they learn more and more and more. Now, what we're not doing is programming the machine to deal with every single object at all. We're telling the machine, look at your surroundings, and you decide what to do. So this was a particular situation that the machine was faced with, and here we can see two objects on the road. Now you can try and figure out what you think those objects are, but the machine got to this point, the car got to this point, and the engineers were quite excited because the car had never seen these two objects before. And they thought, well, I wonder how the machine's going to react. They were ready with their hands on the steering wheel, their foot on the brake, ready to intercept in case the car did something weird. But the car just stopped and waited for these two objects to cross the road. Now, any idea what these are? In fact, this was somebody on a mobility scooter chasing a duck. There's no way that I could have programmed a machine to encounter that or programmed a machine to know how to respond to that, but the machine did really well, just stopped there, waited for them to go across and carry on. And you think, well, that's obvious, surely it should do that. But it could have thought it was a paper bag. It could have thought, oh, just carry on, try and swerve between the two objects. But it didn't. It stopped, waited for the objects to move across, and then carry on with its journey. So that's quite an exciting thing for the machine to be able to achieve. So what I wanted to do there was just give you an overview of machine learning. In the DigitalIQ program, we'll go into this in more depth. We'll talk about the algorithms, we'll help you with the jargon so you can have meaningful conversations with experts or even people who don't know much about the subject, so you can help educate those people within your organization.